So today's the 4th of July. And it feels like there's really not much to celebrate today. America has an 11% unemployment rate. We've had over 130,000 people die from the coronavirus, a number which continues to go up by the day. Racial tensions are as high as I've ever seen them in my lifetime. But still, it's the 4th of July, and I want to celebrate something. So today I'm choosing to celebrate the American people. Because I believe in the American people. I believe that the American people are exceptional. I believe the American people have always been exceptional. This nation was founded by defeating an empire which spanned continents. But with the birth of our nation came the birth of America's greatest irony, our nation's cruelest joke. The same people who fought the British in the name of liberty and freedom themselves kept other human beings as property. But in spite of this blight of slavery, American exceptionalism endured. There were exceptional Americans like Frederick Douglass. He was born a slave, but he died America's greatest orator, one of the greatest orators our world has ever seen. But he didn't achieve his greatness because of the American government, but in spite of it. Even after this immoral institution of slavery was abolished in our country, its ripple effects could still be felt through Jim Crow laws. Imagine, it's 1941, and the United States has entered a world war to fight against fascism and authoritarianism. Among those fighting were African Americans. African American blood was spilled across the world in the name of freedom, only for them to come home to segregated washrooms, segregated drinking fountains, segregated schools. But despite the segregation, American exceptionalism endured. It created people like Thurgood Marshall. He was a direct descendant of slaves, but by the time he died, he was a United States Supreme Court justice. But he didn't achieve that because of the United States government, but in spite of it. And even today, injustices endure in all different kinds of forms. And I don't even need to look further than my own home state of California to see it. In 2008, California voters voted for a constitutional amendment to define marriage as between a man and a woman. California's prison system has been under federal receivership for the past decade because we weren't providing disabled inmates with adequate medical support. A few years ago, a number of African American and Latino students filed a lawsuit against California alleging, among other things, that our education system is so bad in the inner city that it was denying black and brown children an education in violation of due process and equal protection under the law. And even today, there are thousands of undocumented immigrants came to this country as children, have known no other country than America, and are living in fear that they may be deported and sent to a country that they have no connection to. But despite this, I believe in American exceptionalism. I believe in the greatness of the American people, and I know that there will be people who will rise up and do great things, not because of the American government, but in spite of it. So that's what I'm celebrating today. I am celebrating the greatness and the resiliency of the American people. And more than that, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge every American watching this. I want to challenge you to take the government that you deserve. We deserve a government which treats people, all people, with dignity and respect. We deserve a government that will allow people to become what they should be. A government that empowers people. A government that empowers people to achieve the American dream. And a government that honors the dream of Dr. King. That all people, regardless of their ethnicity, regardless of their color, will be allowed to coexist in peace and harmony. We may not get that government today. We may not get that government tomorrow. But I see somewhere in the distance this tiny glimmer of hope as we all sail through the seas of time. I want us to go towards this land where we can exist in peace and dignity and respect and empowerment and harmony. And there'll be rough waters getting there. But we deserve to get there. We're Americans. We're exceptional. We achieve great things, and we deserve a government that empowers us to achieve great things. So please, take control of your life. Go to city council meetings. Go to county board meetings. Hell, run for office yourself. We need people to get involved in their government. We need a government that listens to the people. And in order to have that government, we the people must take over that government. We are exceptional people, and we deserve an exceptional government. And I hope someday we'll get it. I'm Marv, and thanks for spending a moment with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please share this with someone if you think that they'd get something from it. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Until next time, be good to each other.